Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. Folks, it is an incredible day when someone at AT&T leadership agrees with someone at the T-Mobile leadership. Mind you, that T-Mobile is actually trying to poach and take AT&T customers with a AI tool switcher app, right? And AT&T is trying to sue T-Mobile for that. But now we got disclosures from the CEO of AT&T, John Stankey, that he actually agrees with T-Mobile. So let's discuss that here in this video. Like, share, subscribe, check out some more of our videos. Once this one is done, please drop us some comments and let us know what you guys think about the topic of today's video. So to kind of begin here, I gave you guys kind of like the backdrop of what's been going on in the industry. The second part to that is you know, you've got this switcher attack, these AI tools that T-Mobile's trying to deploy. And really what it is this whole digitalization. You know, they're all T-Life app. They're trying to get away from all things traditional physical retail store, right? And they're doing this through the AI tools in the T-Life app. And John Stankey actually does agree with T-Mobile's direction. He said and does agree that it makes sense to digitize the business and give customers an improved, frictionless is the word he used, way to switch services without having to go to a physical store. He said, you know, he'd like to have digital experiences. Customers would like to have digital experiences. And that's true. But the experience must be effective. It must be without trouble, problems, seamless, easy, convenient. And it just has to work. That's the bottom line. If it's not going to work well, if the experience is going to be troubling, like, why would the customer be into that? All right. So I think that's an important part of this. But he does agree. He agrees with the direction that T-Mobile is going with. He said, quote, "It's consistent with what customers want to see. And it's consistent with where the market is going, and it's consistent with how we've been trying to position ourselves over the last number of years as we've been retooling our distribution." So it's kind of like, you know, he agrees that there must be a digitalization, right? He understands this, you know, but I'm sure he has a problem with the way that they were just trying to take their customers. He's not just going to give in to that, you know, so obviously they're suing about that app and the switching, but AT&T is setting up something that is similar to what T-Mobile has set up with their T-Life switching tool, but AT&T's version is supposed to be a little bit different according to Stankey. More details will be available soon. Nothing disclosed at this time, but I think what this means is they're probably developing, you know, probably doing some research, running some surveys, doing some preliminary soak tests and beta testing on some software, some AI tools that are basically going to do the same thing. Maybe less intrusive, maybe less of a security risk. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think it's ironic that AT&T is following the footsteps of T-Mobile in this direction, in almost the same way. Even though AT&T is saying we're kind of doing it differently, are they though? Are they really doing it differently? I also know how this industry goes. It's always follow the leader, right? So whoever seems to be winning at the time and the way that they're winning, it's going to get copied. That's just how it goes. You know, it started out as Un-carrier. Nobody did anything because it wasn't making a difference to the bottom line, but then it started to impact the bottom line. People started moving. That's when things start to happen. But we'll see. We'll take AT&T at their word. We'll say, okay, fine, show us, you know, show us this tool and show us how it makes the industry better. I'm sure it'll make their business better, but if it doesn't make the industry better, if it makes it worse, you know, we're going to call it out on this channel. We're not just going to let a bunch of bullshit fly. But anyways, drop me some comments. Let me know what you guys think about Stankey, the CEO of AT&T, and his commentary and the direction that AT&T is taking. Thoughts and opinions, welcome down below. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys soon on the next one.